time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah. Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah?
Yeah, fun Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, move on to treat, yeah. Keep listening.
We're only live network, Ryan. Come on now. Gee whiz. Welcome to the Friday edition of your show. Dare I say the funnest show of the week. It's right there with Tuesdays with the All Outta Angst Boys. By the way, new episode dropping yesterday. You can find it everywhere you look for your audio-only podcasts, including places like the Amazons and the Spotifys, and even the Apple Books. Something like that, too. They're everywhere. You just Google. If you Google All Outta Angst podcast, it's one of those very rare moments where you'll be sent straight to it, which is very, very exciting. Fridays are awesome around here because this place just becomes the party. So when everyone shows up, we got LB on the ones and twos today. We got Network Ryan, as you heard, hanging out here. We got my man Noel here for one more day before he heads out back east tomorrow morning, very, very early. And we also have Margaret. Look at this beautiful dog. It's almost like she is ready to go at any point the second we start this show. Let's go ahead and check out that Maggie cam right now. Look at her. Oh, Maggie, you are such a good dog. The Maggie Cam for our good buddies over at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer. Mike and Rochelle, along with Margaret's beautiful boyfriend, Leroy, always there to make your day the greatest day of your life, okay? So anything your pets need, they got you covered over there at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer. Maggie just dreams about Pet Planet on 8th Street all the time. That's what she's doing right now, I promise you. Man, she's beautiful. Love the Maggie Cam as she drifts off to puppy sleep. Oof. Almost want to end the show there, hey? It doesn't get much better than that. That's the most best TV you'll ever see. We're going to try, though, as we have a guy here who's been so busy. He's been out and about in the community. He's been spreading the good word, that good word being local music. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ugly Kid Joe with the side swipe. I'm loving the side swipe.
Very nice.
Oh, I said, give it up, studio audience.
Oh,
yeah, woo! There we go, that's better. Sorry about the disrespectful audience. I don't know what you did to them.
That was a great shot of your toes, by the way.
Yeah, they got done at the Cherry Nail Salon, I believe it's called.
I've been there.
Yeah, it's amazing. Our good buddy Croker, member of this amazing team here, he's hit me up. He's like, hey, you want to go get a pedicure? It's like, oh, man. But then right after, in the same message, he said, I'll pick you up and drop you off. And if you know me at all, that's where I can't say no. It's like, all right, I'm in. So we wore our robes in and sat down and got my first ever pedicure. I felt so bad for the lady, but my goodness, that place is amazing.
Every time I've gone to get a pedicure, which, by the way, fantastic feeling.
It's crazy.
I always feel bad for the woman that ends up drawing the short stick and having to do me. So
feet are disgusting.
Yeah.
And they made mine almost look somewhat reasonable, which I really appreciate. And Mangist, they have a deal going on all of August. Any men that go in there, you get 10% off. Go get a pedicure. Check it out. The video will be dropping soon from Croker. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
All right.
So shout out to him and everyone at Creator Aid. We love those guys. How are you doing, buddy?
Good. It's been busy. Things are happening. Stuff is going on. And I've been napping a whole lot whenever possible. So I'm having a great time.
Did you get another haircut?
I did.
Looks fresh.
I did not go to my usual place, though.
You're cheating on your hairdresser?
I know. I felt terrible.
You should. I guess we're not going to name any places or anything then.
Oh yeah, sure. We can name it. It's Michaela from the Radiant. She has her own studio.
If she's a friend, yeah.
I was over there having a few drinks with the Radiant after their show for Pride Week.
Look at how he bakes it in.
And I was a little intoxicated, and somehow I decided I was going to get a haircut, and she was like, "That's a great idea," and so I went, and she did a lovely job.
Clearly, looks amazing. Shout out to Michaela from the Radiant. How was the show? Obviously a banger.
Oh, they always put on a great time.
They're good, hey? They like to do that. What else? What other shows have you been to lately? What's going on in the local music scene? Give us a talk here. Again, Ugly Kid Joel, Hometown Rock, every weekday night, Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. Showcasing all the... There it is. That's more like it. Now we're cooking.
We debuted a new song last night. It hit everywhere else today, but we stole it a little early, put it on last night. New 7 Mile Sun.
Dude, I haven't heard that name in a while.
Yeah, and Kim came on, and she was very passionate about this song because this is the first song that she wrote.
Oh,
And so I was
okay.
kind of cracking some jokes at her, being the Ringo Starr of the band. You know, they finally let the drummer write a song. And no, it's a fantastic song. It's called The Boy and the Queen. We toss it on the takeover as well today. And
Nice.
if you are looking for some great new local music, 7 Mile Sun, I would highly suggest it.
Yeah, they're good people.
What else is going on? I got a lovely text message from our buddy KD today.
What did he have to say?
He said that Too Young to Burn has been picked up by another radio station and added
go.
into rotation. So he
There
was
we
very
go.
appreciative of us kind of leading the charge on that. And
He shouted you guys out too, and when you guys did your survey of your top played songs.
Oh,
He
yeah.
gave you a big shout out on the One Bad podcast again dropped today, episode 11. Super awesome, featuring the great KD and Shane from One Bad Son.
Saskatoon loves OBS.
Yeah.
We can say that for a fact. So he's very excited, and I'm very excited because I was chatting with a few people around the building. We genuinely think this is some of the best OBS in some time.
Yeah.
And so Kurt's pretty excited. He thinks now that a couple more stations are getting on it, we can maybe push that up to #1 on the charts. So
It's been really cool hearing them talk about, like, we're at the point now in the series of the shows that we're doing for the One Bad podcast. They're taking, like, the hits, like they were in the Scarecrows, and then they're getting into, like, their other ones that started charting.
Yep.
And it's really cool hearing them talk about the process of, you know, getting into charting and then all that other stuff. So it's always exciting to know that they keep doing that because it's really hard to do. And
It's a tough
obviously
process.
thanks to you guys too, for sure.
yeah. What else is happening? Show at Amigos tomorrow night. Dead Ex-Girlfriends, your buddies.
Yeah. Shout out to Gabby and the team over there.
They are doing a fundraiser for, and I am blanking on the name, a local community group. They lost their funding or haven't had funding from the provincial government in some time, and I'm
Boy.
blanking on the name. I apologize. It'll come to me later.
Yeah, it's all
But
good.
so the proceeds from that show, $15 at the door at Amigos. Proceeds are going to great cause that helps the community. What
They're
else
so
is
cool.
happening?
Gabby and Veda, my buddy Veda from CFCR, she's also in
Yeah.
the band. They're really good peeps.
I actually chatted with Veda this week,
she's
and I had to ask her how to pronounce her name. She's like, "Oh, it's Veda," and I was like, "Oh, it's so like Darth Vader, but like not." And I was like, "I'm gonna use that to remember how to say Veda."
That's really good.
I don't know if she was amused, but I'm like, I'm never gonna forget how to pronounce your name now.
That's
so,
half the battle.
Which me, I'm really bad with
You're like
names,
me,
so
yeah, it's hard.
I'm
It's
impressed
hard
that I
out
know
there.
what her name is.
Yeah, no kidding. I know Raven Witch, bringer of the storms.
Yes.
You had a nice chat with the gang there, right?
I, for some reason, thought I had chatted with them before, and I had not. That was our first time talking, so I was very excited to get him on the show.
Yeah, Aaron and
Lovely
Matt.
group of people.
Yeah. This guy played
Um,
guitar then.
Oh, really?
He's a guitarist. Legit. He's not even joking.
I was-
They call it an old song. That's a true story.
I was
they said
very
they had
excited.
a lovely, and they were so grateful for you to bring them in
Oh.
again. So thank you for doing that.
It's
man.
fantastic. We don't get enough metal on Hometown Rock, so I love getting it on when I can.
It's
and
so nice when we can get some harder rock on there. Hey?
Oh yeah. And like their whole, she was telling me about how it was kind of like an Egyptian
Yeah.
themed,
Sahara
or like
theme, though?
yeah. And I was listening to it. I was like, okay, I kind of get where they're
Yeah.
coming from. It was really good.
yeah.
What else is
Well,
happening?
we got. You know what we got, and I'm actually a little disappointed in you.
Huh?
The exhibition.
Oh yeah, the Saskatoon X.
I guess that's not really local.
No, it's not really local. Queen City X is going down on Regina right now. Our Lady Peace was just playing.
Okay.
Coming up, Saskatoon X. I'm very excited for the beaches. I love
Yeah.
the
Did
beaches.
you get him in studio? Did you get him?
No. We were trying to line up a Studio 102 with them too, and it just
no,
it hasn't come together.
beaches.
In part, I think their drummer hurt herself.
Yeah, I saw they have a drummer from another band filling in for her.
Yeah.
She hurt her wrist or something.
It was a drumming related issue,
Yeah.
and so they're giving a little time off. So I'm disappointed because she's so much fun.
Yeah.
And but the rest of the crew will be out Tuesday for the show at the Saskatoon X.
Oh, I love those girls.
So I'm very excited about that. They always put on a great show. And then you got the old Tommy Cox and Kim Mitchell showing up as per
Ah, the
usual.
Mitchell, man.
Yeah.
Is anyone still getting her going on the Mitchell?
I don't know. I think
Probably not as much. That was like
yeah.
the only thing I did was getting her going on the Mitchell.
I'm just excited that Tom Cochran's coming back because his girlfriend is smoking hot. He was at Rock the River last year, and I'm not gonna lie, I assumed it was his daughter, and she was gorgeous.
Bro, it's Tom Cochran.
Yeah.
Clearly, it's his girlfriend.
Hey man, life is a highway, and he's gonna ride it.
Oh, night long. The Fringe is going on as well.
The Fringe is going on.
Is there any music involved with that?
Not on the rock side. Over on C95, lovely lady by the name of Paulina Salisbury. Salisbury.
Nice.
I'm apologize. I
Not
probably
just great steaks.
She has an album she put out recently. We played a couple songs on C95 from it, and she's kind of got like a musical themed around the album
Nice.
that she's performing at the Fringe.
That's
So I know that's
incredible,
going
man.
on.
Like a full-on musical.
Yeah, she's a wonderfully talented person, so that is happening, and I admittedly don't know as much about the Fringe as I should.
Well, as well, it is. Like it's not as much of a music.
Yeah, my knowledge is on the fringe of the Fringe
Oh,
Festival. So,
boo.
yeah.
Boo. As we are hanging out with Ugly Kid Joel
Yeah, there we go.
on a Friday. The live crowd is being a little tougher than usual today.
I
we
appreciate the
continue.
claps when we get them. I actually ended up writing some stuff down this time.
Holy
Yeah,
cow.
I know. Oh, I was sitting here. I got here a little early, so I had some
I
time.
thought we had another rule. We had the no politics, no religion, and no prep. Looks like you're breaking one of them here.
Your rule might be no
Okay,
prep,
sorry.
but I wash my
I
hands after
appreciate
leaving the
this.
washroom, you know?
Yeah, that's fair. So do I. Come on. What else you got, my handsome man?
August 10th, Green Wing with Out of Frequency and Dirty in the Perks.
I love
which-
Dirty and the Perks so much.
Is also putting money towards the
The
same
event that you can't
same
remember.
group who I'm still drawing a
It'll
blank
come.
on.
Don't force it. It'll come.
We'll get there.
Promise you.
It was alright on the tip of my tongue, but now I forgot it again. Also, August 10th, Little Kahunas, who I got to give some love to. We borrowed their Dickie D's ice cream truck, and we're driving around in this ice cream truck, throwing people ice cream.
Did you steal their ice cream? truck?
They lent it to us. So the Squirt Squad was out handing out ice cream and water gunning people, thus the name Squirt Squad, and all driving around in the Little Kahunas van. So shout out to Little Kahunas.
Yes, out of Blackstrap.
Out at Blackstrap. And the Steadies, our buddy Earl
There you
Pereira,
go,
and the
yeah.
Steadies are out at Little Kahunas August 10th.
Nice. August 10th is a big night for
It
music.
is
eh?
yeah.
There
You could
we
you could go hit the Little Kahunas because it's an earlier show, and then come back
your way
in
in.
time for the Green Wing show.
Safe driving, of course.
Yes, of course.
Of course.
There was new Sheepdogs this week.
How did we miss that?
And it was very kind of unheard. Like it was, they
Was
didn't
it a
even tell us it was
silent
coming.
drop?
I don't know. Like
Super
all of a sudden,
secret.
I saw it on their social media, and they're like, "Oh, we're dropping a new song," and I was like, "Okay."
They didn't even let you know.
No, they didn't tell us. They didn't
weird.
service it to like radio or anything. It's just kind of a random release from them.
No
So
surprise.
yeah, if you want some Saskatoon music, Sheepdogs.
Nice.
What else? I was at a show at Somewhere Else Pub
I
recently.
love. Shout out to all our friends at Somewhere Else Pub and Grill. We love them over there.
They are lovely people
Yeah.
and great music venue in town.
Hell yeah.
And I caught. Well, actually, I didn't get to catch it because Jasper started on fire. I shouldn't laugh, but I had to leave the show because we went to breaking news, and because Jasper was burning. So I didn't get to catch Kit Langfield.
Dude, he's your boy.
I know I love Kit. We did have a few beers before the show,
Okay, good.
so I did have a chance to sit and chat with them.
Speaking of him, how's the Brothers G doing with
we're
that
get-
boat? Yeah.
We're
sorry.
not
Right
on the
up
boat,
ahead. No?
but no, we'll get there.
Okay.
I got some Brothers G lined up here.
Perfect. Sorry to totally ruin your list.
But I know, you're just all
I
over the
threw you
place
off.
here.
That's my bad.
I did get to catch a few songs from Saskatoon's own Vicky Minor,
Vicky Minor.
if you know the name. She
Sounds
did go
familiar.
by Velours for a little bit, and
that's
then
what it
she
was.
changed her name
Okay.
to Vicky Minor, headed out to Ontario to kind of make things big out there. And she's back in town right now, bouncing back between markets.
Okay.
So she's got a show coming up when Breakout West comes through town in
You
Saskatoon.
mentioned that. Now tell me more about Breakout West.
I know the name and I've heard it before, and so I had to go digging into it a little bit. It's kind of like Western Canadian Music Awards. So they're coming to Saskatoon this year. There's an awards ceremony. BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba are all involved in it, and there's a bunch of shows lined up around town, and they've got various stuff going on, places you can go check out, things to do. It sounds like a great time. There's going to be lots happening. This is near the end of September, so
I wonder if KD has anything to do with that. He's
I
usually
bet you he
involved with
does
all
because
those things,
Sask Music is involved in it. They were one of the organizers of this event, so I'll have a little more detail on that coming up soon. That's a beautiful drawing over there, by the way.
Yeah, Noel's giving us notes on the whiteboard and can't really mention any of them.
No, but they
A lot
are
of good points though.
Yeah,
Got a lot of good points.
I
on
know
the
exactly what
drawings.
he drew. I'm
Yeah,
impressed.
It's working both ways.
Although your steak looks a lot like something else. Yeah.
Oh, so we're going to get KD on the show next week is what we're going to do. I'm asking about that Breakout West.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great thing for Saskatoon. There's going to be a ton of bands in town, and there's, of course, going to be lots of local performances going on. Vicky Minor, The Radiant. Oh, there's a couple other bands that I wrote down, and I just haven't gotten around to, putting much thought into it because it's not till September, and it's August right now. So
it's early.
Speaking of the Brothers G,
here we go.
I had Cole from the Hour Hand on. I love the Hour Hand.
You're a big Hour Hand
just
guy.
down the road in Regina.
Yeah.
And I was chatting with him. He filled in for somebody that dropped out on me. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it. So I had to get him on the phone last minute, and he jumped out of work, got on the phone. He's just this fantastic guy.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just love how people acknowledge the work you put in. You know what I mean? Most people would be like, no, man, like, what are you talking about?
I told him.
I got stuff I'm doing. But people can see how much you're helping the music scene in the city. So that, just so you know, again, Ugly Kid Joel.
I appreciate what he does.
Why he does that for you, right?
I even texted him.
People are stepping up for you. It's awesome to see.
I told him, I was like, I got some pre-tape from last time we chatted. You talking about your new song, Candy. I can play that again if you can't make the time. He's like, oh, no, I'll jump out to my car. It's good.
So good.
So we talked a bit about their show at the Dogpatch Music Festival because the Brothers G and Hour Hand performed together at Dogpatch, just like some Saskatchewan super group. And I heard it was just this incredible show. And ever since, they've been kind of chatting with each other about maybe we should do something like this again.
Yes, sir.
So I told them, I was like, I guarantee you that is not something I would miss twice. So please let me know.
Now, tell me more about the Dogpatch. Where's that one go down?
It's
one of those small towns.
Yeah. It's a few hours away.
Yeah.
I was looking at it. I think it's up north. Because when he told me they were going to be performing with the Brothers G, I was kind of doing some Googling, thinking, man, can I make it out for that? It's a long ways away from me, unfortunately. Yeah. I can't remember where exactly it is, but it was Ness Creek one weekend and then Dogpatch the next weekend. It's kind of festival season right now.
It's so cool, all those little sort of festivals that just go on, hey?
Yeah.
Like there's so many, and they're all like a road trip, but a road trip worth taking.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've always wanted to get out to all of those different ones, and like all summer long, they got them in like fields and like farmers' fields. And stuff. It's super cool.
Speaking of like fields, I'm heading down to the Emotion Music Festival near Moose Jaw this weekend.
Sounds emotional.
It is an EDM fest, so not rock.
I was gonna say, big fans of Emotions in here today. All right.
But I have a buddy that DJs there, so I'm going to go check out his show, Dark Matter DNB, on Instagram if you want to go see his stuff. Give him a little love there. Dark Matter. Named after a beer.
Oh, I thought you were going to say a show that we mutually love, Futurama.
Oh, yeah. Don't get me started on Futurama. It's the all 90s long weekend on Rock 102 this
boy.
weekend, so I got to play. I'm filling in for Shaq on Sunday.
Yes. What time can we hear you?
Noon to 5 on Sunday. I'm on, and I'm playing a whole bunch of just nostalgic audio, and of course I'm dipping into the Futurama. There's a Welcome to the World of Tomorrow reference, and all sorts of great stuff.
Absolutely love it.
But yeah, that's about all I got going on right now in the music world.
That's amazing. Well, I want to say on behalf of everyone here, your family, thank you for hanging out, updating us on what's going on with the music.
I didn't know we're at Olive Garden.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The family's here. The family's all here?
There's no breadsticks.
Well, not yet. They're inside. You don't get them until you're done working.
I've had enough bread in me already.
A couple more. You're looking way too sharp. All right, dude. Well, thank you so much for coming by, letting us know what's going on with the local music scene, and we will be sure to bug you again very soon.
Yes.
You're the best, buddies. Ladies and gentlemen, his name is Ugly Kid Joe! Woo! Nice breadsticks. All right, give me some. Give me some right there. Again, Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. Hometown Rock. You can catch him on Sunday. Look out for that TV. Every time that TV just gets dinged. I know, man. You're good at that one. Sunday, 12 to 5, he's filling in for our main man, Shaq, over on Rock 102. You're going to get a lot of 90s references, which is very, very exciting. As we continue on the Friday edition of your show, I'm looking at the board. Ravioli, holy cannoli. I drew the sideways. Yeah, I'm trying to read you the stuff, but really, if you're listening at home and not watching, it's okay because you're not going to get a look at this. Breadsticks, yeah. Okay, no, we're going to leave that one. I will say this. The viewing room dropping on Tuesday. This Tuesday, the producers showing up. My main man LB along with the Dragon. Our boys are doing a movie review show. It is all procured, ready for you to enjoy. It'll be dropping again on Tuesday. Be on the lookout for that as well on our table of notes, we got the AOA episode 4 dropping yesterday. That's the All the Ranks podcast with Uncle Mike and his all natural products. I met from all the bands. And the One Bad podcast, episode 11, dropping earlier this morning. There's the viewing room. Look at that. Look how good that looks. See, we got a lot going on. Every day of the week, we now have a weekly show dropping, which is so damn cool and so proud to say. That is very exciting. We would now like to call up to the stage our next guest. Is it plural? Yeah, it's plural. You know them from the Past Our Bedtime podcast. You also know them from their Friday appearances here. And dare I say, you know them from their cackles. It's Brooksy and Arcora. Wow. I think Kid Joel got a way better cheer than you guys. How's that feel?
Hello.
Heavy.
He's following me everywhere.
Well, yeah. You got treats in your pocket again?
No, I'm the
I should turn this off.
Okay. Here we go. I guess we didn't set up that camera, hey?
Oh no.
That's okay.
Oh,
We'll get it.
no. Get in
We got
here.
it. We got it. No, we'll start with us.
Okay.
It's okay.
I can come over there and just
You want to
squat?
squat in the middle? That's good.
I won't. I'm just gonna wave.
There she is.
Hi.
Jeez, you guys look like you're at a photo shoot. Were you doing some promo photos or something?
We're going questing after this.
Oh, that's right. The cackles. The questing cackles. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So the Past Our Bedtime podcast, one of our faves around here. These two ladies, they have a very special studio in a basement with a couch and with tea and with blankets. And they talk about a bunch of cool stuff. And sometimes the recording doesn't really work.
Okay.
No, I'm saying this positively because you sort of came up with a plan to fix that. Did you execute said plan?
Yes. So I executed said plan of stealing the last show when we were here and putting it
Yeah.
on, and I gave
what I'm
you a
talking
little tag on YouTube and
Yep.
Got a
and told
YouTube
people
tag.
to go watch you as well,
This is what-
and that
this
you're
is
the
why-
best host ever. I
This
said
is
that.
why we're a family, you guys, because we all care about each other. So that is fantastic. Now, do you have because you guys were both camping all week? Is that what's going on? Did we make it out there? Some of you? So you went camping, you were supposed to go, but you couldn't go, and there's all this and that.
Yes.
Is everything calmed down now for you ladies?
Well, how about you say what happened to your camping experience?
Well, you don't have to. We don't have to
Yeah,
talk
my
about
kid
it.
got hand, foot, and mouth disease,
Oh,
which
nice.
it's odd when it's a disease when it's just a virus. But anyway, so we couldn't go camping, and
So you got to hang out.
yeah, I guess if that's what you want to call it.
Well, don't
I
sound
could-
so excited.
Well, I had to go to work I tried to work from home all week, but I couldn't.
Ah, yuck.
And so
Yeah.
I had to take some sick time. So today I felt like I won the lottery because I got to go to work
Woo.
away from kids. And
You know
and my
you're
house.
really desperate for work when you're
yeah,
liking going to
yeah,
it.
it's a good day. I won $100 at the casino too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's hear it for VLTs. What's VLTs?
Gambling.
Where you hit the
yes.
cards at the
Yeah,
tables.
it was a VLTs.
Okay, perfect.
We went there for lunch.
Nice.
Yep.
That's a great lunch.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
Wendy's
Yeah,
had a
try
really
to beat that, Brooksy.
Yeah.
Well, I went camping at Candle Lake. We tented.
Hold on.
with-
Whereabouts in Candle? Where'd you tent?
I forget. It's a really long word. It starts with a W. It's like something.
No,
beach.
it's not Minnewaca.
Yeah, that one.
Minnewaca.
You were in Minnewaca?
I think so.
Oh, I love Minnewaca.
no,
Lots of
do you
great
say
people out
M?
there.
No, it's a W.
Yeah, so you're on the other side. I
Yeah.
got you. Waskatina. There it is. Thank you
Beach.
to LB for that one.
Yeah, that's where we stayed, and we had our
And
three kids.
hold on, you said tent?
tenting
You stayed in a tent.
with 3 kids.
They had a
Aren't
pretty
you
good setup too.
But
Hold
we
on.
had one tent for the kids and one tent for us,
Was that okay?
and it was perfect.
Be honest. Did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and surprisingly, 2 of the kids did not want to go. One for sure did not want to go. And at the end of it, one of them said this was the funnest thing
come
ever,
on.
and I want to go
Beautiful.
again. And the other one liked it so much that she's going camping with her mom and her grandpa or whatever.
Amazing.
This weekend again.
Right back out there.
Right back into it. It's her first time, whereas our youngest always goes camping with her grandparents. But this is Cala's first time because she liked this so much. And there was not one fight the whole time.
That's a
That's
win.
rare. That
It's
is
crazy.
very
It was
rare.
like-
You also won the lottery.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're like in a different time zone.
Here
don't
I
know what's
was
happening
thinking
there.
you were going to be like this, prissy glamping girl getting stuck in a tent, and I was all worried for your mental health, and you just ate it up, hey?
No, we just stayed in the tent. We washed our dishes out of a bucket. We
And
cooked
you
our food on the
lived.
fire.
You did it right.
And
That's the proper
I was
way.
called Fire Master the whole time because I make the best fires ever.
Finally, here we go. Are they
You
the best?
probably learned that in college though.
I did learn it in college, yeah.
Are they best because they're big, or just because they never go out?
They could be big and they never go out. They never go out. They could last all day.
Sounds like
What's
a
the
fire
trick,
master
Wendy?
to me.
The trick is to get all of your kindling in the middle and make a teeny teepee, and
She's
then
right.
make a big teepee over top the teeny teepee.
She's right.
And then you put 4 logs around it and make kind of like a log cabin because it gets the air going. And then you light that up.
But if you
That's
find
what
that
you
old man's beard, it's like that, like
Oh,
looks
yeah, that
like
stuff
your
goes
beard.
up quick.
Yeah, you find that stuff and put it in there
Toss
too.
her in there.
Yeah,
Or
I've got
lint.
A
Take
lot of
lint.
lint on Doritos.
Yeah.
Weirdly, Doritos is
Yeah.
a fire starter.
Doesn't surprise
That's
me.
a pro tip right there.
Yeah. The Dorito, what, every time now when we're in this studio and someone says Doritos, all I think about is Uncle Brando eating packing peanuts
Where is he?
and us dipping them in the Dorito things. I'm not sure where Uncle Brando is.
Is that him right there? Nah.
No, I think he's like out of town. He went.
Oh.
I
We
think
miss you,
he
Brando.
was out because we had to record on Tuesday this week for the CCO. So we did that, and I think it was because he wasn't around. Something's going on. Network Round will probably yell at some point.
Well,
Now, am I crazy, or did we not talk about this before? How you were the camper and you were the glamper?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we did at
I-
one point.
I go glamping, but I'm
Okay.
I'm a OG.
You're an OG.
Camper.
Okay. In my head, I
Yeah,
had a
yeah.
feeling it's going to be a lot
Well,
harder for you.
It's just
I don't
because
know.
like my stepdad has these like mansion cabins, so I would
Yes,
go
of
there all the
course,
time.
those dreaded
If you
mansion
have a,
cabins
yeah,
that
if
we
you have
all
a
dislike
mansion
so
cabin
much.
to go to, go to it. You don't need the 10 at that point, you know.
Yeah.
But now we don't have that anymore. They're
Yeah.
selling it, so.
Well, no, that's good. It's good that you enjoyed it. I'm great. I'm very happy. Happy
Yes,
for you
it
that
was so
you got
good.
to do that.
I
That's
feel
awesome.
refreshed. But I did hurt my back. Had to go to Cairo again.
Oh,
today.
no,
I
what'd you
couldn't
do?
move my neck just from sleeping on the air mattress. Just
Mm.
old, Gary. You should know your back always hurts.
You saying that just made my neck like that.
My hip hurts.
Yeah, we're old. No one wants to hear
We'll
about
have to work it out on the dance floor later.
Absolutely.
We're
it.
going to-
Are we getting into this right
We're
now?
going on Broadway. Is that what you said?
We're going out for supper first.
You're going. Okay, hold on. You're going questing. Is what you're
we're
doing.
going on a quest to the wasteland.
Going to the wasteland. Last time we talked to you guys about this, it was quite the quest.
Well,
Weren't you
yeah.
guys like in fields screaming at one point?
when we went out?
Last time you guys went out on a little adventure, you and your little crew or whatever it is
Or
that you guys are
Ask the
doing today,
Acres thing.
whatever you guys did,
That's
you guys had a lot of good stories. So I'm expecting more.
Yeah. Well,
Well, it's the Dominican crew that's going out tonight.
No, the same Dominican crew that almost died in the Dominican.
Yeah.
yes, -1.
Nice.
-1, but we see her next
Okay.
weekend.
Yeah, but I'm not drinking this time either, so it'll be.
She's the DD.
I'm a babysitter.
DD. Shout out to
Mom
DDs
over here.
everywhere.
Yep.
That's very good. So what is on the docket? Where should people avoid going?
Don't avoid us. Come talk to
Well,
us.
no, I'm
Yeah.
saying they'll probably be scared from all the craziness you guys are going to get into.
No.
Oh,
Both of us.
we didn't even cheers yet.
We're gonna have so much fun. I'm drinking
Yeah.
non-alcoholic alcohol.
Get in there. Cheers.
Yay. Gin and tonic.
I didn't hear any slurps from you guys. You're ruining the gimmick.
I
They
brought you
start
one too.
every
if you want.
past our bedtime show with a cheers and a slurp. Forgot to do it, so I bring it in now. Not even a slurp.
Yeah, our advertising says past our bedtime every. Aw.
We need to level up.
No, he's about to leave. Get up here, Noel. Sorry. Noel's been in town all week. He leaves tomorrow. And he's my brother.
Okay.
And I'm going to hug him right now.
Hi,
Come
brother.
on camera. Let's hug on camera.
Yeah.
As he gets set
Should I
to
move?
head back to the East Coast. No, he's just going to, I'm going to bring it right over here. Come here. Look at this. Right in front of the camera. There you go, Noel.
Aw.
I love you.
So
Fly safe,
cute.
okay?
I will.
You take care. You were great. Absolutely. We'll set up some Zoom time and we'll get you on here. That's a wrap for Rabbi Noli.
Woo!
It's been so nice. Oh, I love him. We had on the show, we did a pre-tape with our nephews. So my first two nephews are also his nephews. So we had them over there and then him and I in here, and it was so
Aw.
fun and so cute.
How old
so
are
nice
they?
to have them back. One's 21, almost turned 22, end of August, and the other one's in January. I think he's like 19, 18.
Oh, I was
saying
imagining
all, like,
yeah,
little
me
kids.
too.
Yeah, no, like firstborns, like they're the first ones. So it was very cool to have them and to have him in studio all week. He's just been coming by and hanging out. He's the sweetest guy. So we're going to try to get him more involved. He had a really good idea about, and I brought up each time he's been on. He just mentioned it in passing once, and then I just won't stop talking about it because I think it's hilarious. He wants to start a kids how to learn guitar show where his name is Count Rockula. Count
Yeah.
Rockula, and then he'd have like the Wolfman on the drums and Frankenstein on bass, and they
That's
teach
cool.
how to play guitar. And he
That's
just said in
the
passing, I just keep bugging him now until he starts it. So that's one of the plans down the road with him.
I
We
think
tried to
that's the best.
We tried to find Harlow a drummer, but she's too young.
What do you mean a drummer?
Find a drummer.
Like
Like
for
a band?
No, to teach her.
Oh, dude, are you
Oh.
joking?
Yeah. the person that was recommended to us said that she's too young and he won't take her.
Okay. Within this building, we've had 3 different drummers roll through. Von Trask from 911 Turbo is a drummer, as well as Mr. Peterson is a drummer who was here last week with our good buddy work at Jamie. And Uncle Grandma.
Oh, yes.
A.K.A. Graham Templeman. We call him Uncle Grandma because he has a show that's hopefully dropping next week. He's just on the road right now called Story Time with Uncle Grandma. And we just played a snippet of it on Wednesday talking about his appearance on the world-famous podcast Kill Tony. If you ever heard of Kill Tony at all, it's an amazing show where this comedian, Tony Hinchcliffe, has a bucket, and you go to the show live, and you put your name in the bucket. Then if he draws your name from the bucket, you get called up to the stage, and you have 1 minute to do a comedy routine. And
wow.
so many comedians got their start through Kill Tony. And he was at Kill Tony in Calgary and got his name pulled. And then he was in a Mexican drum-off against Joel Humberto, and it was just, it's a wild story. You'll be able to check it all out once Story Time with Uncle Grandma drops. But it's very cool, and we played that little clip talking about it. It was very awesome. So we have 3 drummers that could probably teach.
Hook it up.
Okay,
Yeah,
wants
what
to
about
play.
drummer lawyer?
that's good.
forgot
Okay, I
one.
guess 4 drummers we got. Yeah. Jeez.
Can't forget about drummer lawyer.
What's it with drummers in this place, hey? It's a drummer's heaven.
Yeah, I also picked up drums and taught myself when I was like in grade 8 or something.
How'd that go?
A drum set. If you want it, I can maybe try.
You
and
could
get
come
it.
over. You have
You
no
still
time
have-
to do
Give
anything.
it to you.
You still have the drum set?
I have the drum set.
Oh, we have a drum set.
Oh wow.
Interesting.
There's too many drum sets to go around. You need
Yeah.
a drum
And
set?
drummers. I don't understand how this was a problem.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's
Well,
very
she's
strange.
4. So
Doesn't
maybe is that
matter.
an issue?
No.
Oh, I don't know. I was watching America's Got Talent, and there was a 5-year-old doing the drums, and it was like the
See?
best drumming I've ever seen in my life. And
Yeah,
he got a golden buzzer. It was so good. And I was like, this kid's 5. So, like,
Who gets the money if that kid wins?
Yeah, I
the
guess.
kid said that he wanted to donate all the money, and with whatever he had left, he was gonna buy slime.
Nice.
That's some shit.
I would love that. Hey, if like his parents tried to take the money, it's like, no, your kid said you're donating it, so you're donating it.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah. So maybe he's donating it to his parents. Who knows? But
Yeah. Either
yeah.
way.
Anyway, we were talking before about our podcast.
Oh, yes.
And it says on there that we're gonna have an episode this Sunday, but we are probably not, as my guess, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think
No
so.
podcast.
Unless we magically hang out Sunday morning.
Okay.
That's the only time I'm available.
Oh.
You know
Alright.
what? You're allowed to have time off too, you guys. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be every single time. I think I always talk about how this show stands out because no matter what, Monday to Friday, 4 to 5 p.m., you're going to have a live show here. Whether everything breaks down, we're still going to give you something. And it's all about, being committed to that. It's such a huge part of this show. But when it's a recorded show and it comes out, you can take a week off. No one's
Yeah,
going to bug
but
you.
that's the thing is like we had a whole week.
You
to
also
figure
had
it
a
out.
disastrous event,
Yeah,
though,
I
go
know.
down with your
That'll
equipment.
never happen again. I
That's
fixed
right.
all my.
See, well,
safe.
we learned from it.
It's not a mistake if you learn from it.
No.
So my dad says all the time, hey, shout out to Nickel Plumbing and Heating. Love those guys.
I wonder how many episodes it'll take us until we like don't have a mistake. That's my question.
What
It
is
was a
this,
good episode, too.
83 today, LB? We have 83, and we have still yet to do a mistake-free show.
Yeah, but
So-
also the show is live. It's kind of like a little more crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
gets pretty crazy in here.
Random. Anything could happen. You can't stop it because you're live on air.
That's it.
Whereas if something happens for us, we could either refilm or,
That's called the safety net. You
Yes,
have the
we
safety
have
net
the
there to
safety
save
net.
you.
But can we refilm because we haven't?
like we're just busy.
Technically,
We're just so busy.
technically, you can. So do we want to get into what you guys talked about on that episode?
Yeah, it was a good one. It was
Yeah.
my favorite one.
This is why I want to talk about it.
So we were talking about
Take it
SCA
away.
Acres. It's our annual girls trip that we go on every year,
'Kay.
and this is year 7. And so we kind of just reminisced about the past SCA Acres and all the experiences.
SCA?
Yeah, so there's actually a little bit of a story. So the reason why it's called SCA is because our friend, that's her last name, and Acres is it's a
Her-
farm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a farm just I don't know, about a half hour outside of Tisdale, and
Nice.
we
and you
do
go there every year, or is it just this year?
once a year.
Most of the years, sometimes we change the location from her house to somewhere else. but
That's what I meant to say. Sorry,
yeah,
location-wise.
hers is
yeah.
like the main point where we
Yeah,
meet.
the only
yeah.
reason why we've changed though is because it was COVID and she didn't want anybody in the house, so we went camping
Okay.
in 2020, and then everybody was having babies, and so
No, we changed it up just for fun, didn't we? For Jessica's house?
No, we
Oh, I
couldn't get
thought it was
together
just for
because of
fun.
babies.
Oh.
Remember, Jess's baby was 3 months old.
And then we're changing
Classic.
it up to go to Vegas.
Yeah, so year 10, we're going to Vegas.
Okay, now we're cooking.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
anyway, we always get the mail. We get in the side-by-side, and we go, 3 kilometers down the road,
Nice.
get the mail.
Okay.
We always go to the thrift shop. We
Yes.
always see the in-laws, so that could be like her parents or his parents, because we always have to drop off her kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and then we get things from the garden.
We also see the kids.
We also see the kids.
Yeah. And at the thrift store, we buy something random that's in the thrift store and hide it in Stacy's house, and it takes her a really
Awesome.
hard time
Yeah.
to find.
Yeah.
Is there
A long time
anything
to
there
find.
that she hasn't found yet?
The last one took her a really,
The last
really
one
long
she
time
like
to
had
find.
just found. It was almost a year later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it?
It was like a little cat ornament, and I put it in her bathroom.
And she didn't notice a cat ornament in the bathroom. eh?
Well, she likes cats, so there's other cat things there. But
If
Yeah.
She's probably
She might
felt
have
like it was
thought it
meant
was
to be
hers,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
anyway,
that.
when we always do a craft and we rotate who does the craft, I always bring food because I'm.
You're the chef.
I
of
am
the
You are
group,
so
amazing
good with
it.
the food. By the way, the peach cobbler was magnificent.
Was it too much
Oh.
cobbler for peach ratio though? Wasn't it?
I was happy with it. I
My
don't
favorite
complain.
thing is
I'm
the
sure
cobbler,
everyone
so-
else probably
good.
has
Yeah.
stuff to say, but to me it was quacktastic. To
Thank
quote the
you.
Blue Duck from Billy Madison.
Thank you. I was missing a can of peaches, and I found it the other day. It was underneath my seat. so
Dude.
it rolled under there. Anyway, back to SCA Acres. One year and then we go like on an adventure. So she like calls other local farmers,
Okay.
and we like go to their property and like see what they have to like offer. So one of them was
Interesting.
like a sheep farmer, and he raised herding dogs.
Come on.
And so we got to meet all the herding dogs, and he
Were
like
they border collies?
yes,
Yeah.
Of course
all of
they
them.
were. Oh,
And that-
Noel, who just left,
Yeah.
the first animal that we had at the house, like we lived together forever. I went to my buddy Cliffy's wedding. I emceed it out in Fort St. John. And I came home and I opened the door after being gone for like a week and a half. And the door to Noel's bedroom opened, and out walked this tiny little border collie puppy named Eleanor.
Eleanor.
And she was the house dog for years and years. And she was one of the greatest dogs to ever exist.
Oh,
I love Eleanor. Border collie, pure, one of the smartest dogs you'll ever meet.
so smart.
And she was so awesome. And since that moment, like, well, border collies are the best dogs. And then I met this little rascal, and I was like, well, I guess it's sort of unfair to say that. But they are legit the smartest dogs in the world. That's why they're always doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
eh?
Yeah.
So you got to play with puppies?
Yeah, and then he showed us all their like tricks and where he trains them, and he goes to Calgary Stampede and like goes and shows, and he wins them. And he wins
And
like
he wins
25.
them.
Yeah, like 25 grand he wins.
Come on.
Yeah.
Prize money?
Yeah.
For, like, herding? Is that
Like-
what it's called? Like
I
guess
don't even
animal
know.
herding? Is
Animal
it always
herding.
sheep?
I think.
I
don't
think it
know.
could probably hurt other animals, but I think he just does sheep.
Yeah.
He probably told us. I just don't remember.
I don't know. I feel
was
like if
probably
his
drinking.
dog's
That's fair.
trained to
I can
like
see
herd
that.
sheep, I'm sure he could just be like,
Yeah.
these animals now.
Man, so just hold on. Just to recap so far, we're talking shopping, seeing the kids, saying hi to the family, going out and getting all the fresh food that you need, and you get to go see the puppies
And crafting
and crafting.
and gambling.
Oh yeah,
Sounds
we
like an
we went
amazing
gambling
time.
last year, and
Yeah,
we
yeah,
won.
we started gambling
Yeah.
at random little bars.
Well, of course.
And we
Yeah.
that's the video in one of our old episodes is me going down the big hill at Blackstrap.
Oh, no.
On a little sled.
Oh yeah.
On the littlest sled
That was
ever.
that was one of our SCA acres.
You
And
couldn't
why
even
did
tell
they
the
send?
sled.
Why was the oldest lady in the group carrying the backpack full of booze and going from the top of the hill going straight
I
down?
think we
I
all
almost
know
died.
why.
Well, you
are,
just hit
you're the
hit a
daredevil.
really good because like some of it had melted already, so it hit gravel. So some of us would try, but
Couldn't get
she
going.
just got the perfect like
You guys,
snow track all the way
you-
down. She hit like 100K,
I
and
really
then she
did.
biffed it.
You know
so
the
hard.
Griswold's like
Yeah.
family vacation or Christmas
Christmas
vacation when he
vacation.
like waxes up the
Pyong.
thing? That was me.
Gone.
Gone.
Pyong.
Yeah.
I think you're missing the most easy answer to this, which is you don't get a name like Hardcora without doing stuff like
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
So that's why
gonna
you're
be
the
hard
one that
tonight.
does
that. At
it.
least somebody
Yeah.
could have took the backpack of booze though.
that. Why?
You didn't let
needed
anyone.
it.
I broke my neck.
Cora,
Dude,
Cora, you did not let anyone.
Exactly.
Nobody even knew you were gonna do that. You
You're
just
the-
came flying past us, and we're like, "Oh my god, there she goes."
The keeper of the booze.
You didn't even think about it. You just went
I
for
suppose.
it. That's usually what you do.
Anyway, what's
Just
your
go
favorite
for it.
memory from? Oh, and also Wendy always makes us do TikToks,
Oh, of course.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
TikTok. Yeah,
which is fun.
which well, actually, just like it hasn't been every year because TikTok's a new thing, but yeah, we try. Most of the time they don't get posted. They're really cringe. But
Like, when you say this, are you talking like organized dance, like a whole routine?
yeah, sometimes.
Yeah,
Or
doesn't
like
surprise me.
just random. Or I'll like take clips of us and then just make a video, like a memory video of
See,
like,
that's nice.
Yeah, I'll do
That's a
that
nice
too.
purpose. I like
Our
that.
one friend Stacy, she's not into it though, so she's just like,
Shut up,
"Ugh."
Stacey.
She's
I
like,
get it.
really?
I feel
Every
that.
time.
I feel that energy. I can relate to
But
that.
same friend always texts me, can you give me some hints on like, or tips on TikTok or how to do this and that? And I'm like, well, you should have been more interested when we were
Yeah,
at
this sounds like
Acres."
the black and the kettle situation.
Yeah, no, she's awesome though.
Okay, well,
But,
don't let it slide
What's your
this
favorite
time.
memory?
My favorite memory is by far when our friend Jessica was trying to make pizzas
Oh,
for
Jessica.
everyone, and one of them started melting into the oven. So she took her spatula and she's hitting it, and she's trying to get it through the cracks, but all the cheese are everywhere.
Jessica, no.
And she's hitting it and hitting it and hitting it, and she's like, Wendy's pizza sucks, and she's like hitting it.
No.
And then she closes it and then opens it, and then smoke
There's a
comes out.
fire.
Yeah, no
and it's
kidding.
a full-blown
I could
fire.
have told you that.
So then she takes a glove and she's putting her glove in there and like trying to take out the pizza, and then somebody else takes the glove and tries to wave the smoke but has pizza all over it, so the pizza goes all over the roof.
And the husband came down the stairs.
And he was
Rightfully
not happy.
so. I can
Yeah.
imagine he wouldn't have too many
He's
good
the
things to
most-
say.
He's the most gentle soul though. Like he would never yell. Like he comes down and it's like a spiral staircase, and he's like,
Ooh.
Jessica.
Yeah.
And we're all like, oh my God, we're in trouble.
And I'm just like crying, laughing. I'm the only one over there watching her, and I'm trying to take the
Yeah.
stuff from her, and she would not let me. And then we're like, why is this thing on fire? We're looking, and we found like a alcohol bottle cap in the oven. That's what started on fire. And then later on, we were watching all of our snaps because we snap each other to watch the next morning.
Yeah.
And we saw the moment when the bottle cap fell into the oven, and we just closed it.
This leads into one of my favorite memories from SA Acres. So Jessica is notorious for losing her phone all the time. Like it doesn't matter if she's
Jessica,
sober or
get it
drinking.
together.
And so it was one of our first years. Wendy wasn't there yet because she came in year 2 or 3. And we were back roading on the side-by-side and drinking, obviously. And she was trying to race the side-by-side because she figured she could run faster than it. And she lost her phone, but we didn't know that until we got back to the house. And so she's like, lost my phone. We're looking all over the house for it. And I was like, what if we look back on the videos and see if we can find it? And we pinpointed the moment her phone fell out of her pocket,
Guys.
and we drove back in the middle of nowhere, like back roads, and found it.
Yeah, it fell out on a gravel road, and
Yeah.
like, while they were while
It's
she was
like-
running down the road.
Yeah.
Legit like CSI.
Yeah, every time, and it happens almost every year now, where we like don't know how something happened, and we'll watch the snaps,
Yeah.
and
There it
it'll
is
just
right
be
there.
in the snap, and we'll
Maybe that's why you guys record all of it, just
Yeah,
because you know
absolutely.
eventually you're gonna need some evidence to lead
God.
you on a journey.
we just
Absolutely.
die laughing, and we're like all crying in the morning every time something like that happens.
But the reason why that was our episode is because SA Acres is next weekend.
There it is.
yeah, next
Okay.
weekend we're going.
You guys aren't excited at all, hey?
Oh, I'm pumped.
I'm really excited.
It's my favorite time of year.
Yeah, I personally might be starting like IVF like right at that time though, so I might not
Perfect.
be able to be at the whole thing. So like I'm just crossing my fingers that I can experience the whole thing and drive up with everyone and sleep there, but I might have to drive up on my own and only spend a little bit of time.
Well, as long
there,
as you
so.
get a little bit of time, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what it's all about.
And do one TikTok.
And
One
do
TikTok,
one TikTok.
and we really want to get them on board to do a podcast with us
Yes.
past our bedtime.
Oh
Yes.
boy.
Yeah, so
Is there enough room for everyone on there?
well, we can't bring our couch with us, so
Oh, you do it on location.
yeah,
Yeah,
on
okay.
location.
That
Kind
would
of
be
like
good.
the one we did here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with you.
So we're kind of all over the place now. So
Well, no, you're not.
we branched out a little.
Life is all over the place as it's the, what do they call the dog days of summer?
Yeah.
So it's tough to get out and do your normal routine stuff.
Yeah. But we
So-
are excited to have you on our podcast. in the
Absolutely.
near
I am
future.
also
Is that next
very
week?
excited.
He's gonna come on and sit right in between us.
Yeah.
In the small little couch.
And I'm going to slurp on my tea. I'm going to get in my PJs.
Are you going to wear a cutoff shirt?
I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a special PJ themed outfit just for this.
Oh wow.
Just for this event. I don't know what it's going to be yet.
You have like Christmas
something fun.
PJs. You can wear those.
I do have
too.
those. I wear those a lot. It's I don't understand why people need so many clothes. I've realized that since I've started doing this for a living instead of leaving the house every day to an office. I have like 7 pieces of clothes that I wear. I realize that now. everything else. Like I have probably 50 to 60 different articles of clothing in a closet that I haven't touched since we've started this endeavor.
There's just clothes they don't wear. Like my closet's full, like.
But I used to wear all those
full of-
clothes
yeah.
when I had to actually go out into public and go and talk to people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They were like my nice clothes. Now I just wear my
Yeah.
sweet clothes.
But when you have like your favorite fits, right, and you know you're gonna be making something that could potentially last forever, like these videos could last forever and be replayed over and over and over again.
This is true.
You want to wear what you're comfortable in, your favorite thing, right? So you're not
Okay.
gonna wear the things that you just throw on because you are doing random chores or like going out randomly and. Well, when I go in public, I still wear my nice
Yeah,
clothes,
I have a big girl job where I have to play pretend. So I
Do you wear like the suits?
Yeah.
Really?
yeah, I
Yeah,
have a
she's
lot of
full
stuff. Oh, I
dressed
also
up.
used to work at a clothing store or like a professional clothing store part-time for a really, really long time. So I had a
Wow.
discount on clothes.
And you have a good taste in clothes as well.
RW
obviously.
and
Oh, I
Co.
would never wear this to work.
That?
Never.
No. See, I
That's
could.
strictly for
At my old
questing.
job, I was able to do
yeah.
that unless it's game day. Then you got a full dress up suit, pants, suit, dress,
Yeah.
whatever it was. you
Yeah,
gotta
your
dress up.
game day gear was pretty good.
It
when
was
we,
like the most exciting thing for all of us girls because we would just dress like in our bunny hogs and regular clothes every day, and then that day you got to see
guys would-
everyone dressed
it's
up.
so funny. No,
and
you
we'd all
guys.
change.
I just realized that. I can't believe I didn't notice that before. At like a certain point of the day, like I'll get there early, we'll do like run throughs and stuff, and then all of a sudden all the girls just disappear. And then a half hour later, they all come out and they're like looking like they're ready to walk the runway.
Wendy
Like, it's
got
crazy.
ready in 10 minutes today.
I
That's
know.
really good. Look how good she looks.
I was
You guys both, that's what I said. You guys look like you're on a photo shoot.
I was doing my hair and I texted Cora like, "What are you wearing today?" Average girl thing that,
Oh
that
my
we do.
God.
And when I texted her, I looked at the time and I was like, "Holy crap! I literally have to be there in 15 minutes." And I finished my hair and did all of my makeup and found an outfit and gathered all my stuff.
Brad helped her.
Congratulations. Well, of course.
Brad did help me.
always helps.
I'd be like,
Every time.
"Brad, my shorts are
Really
still
does.
wet. Can you throw them in the dryer?
Of course.
Where's my sponge?" Like I was like,
I just picture him running behind you, just
literally, I had to
Fixing
call
your
him. I was like,
wake of
"Brad, can you
disaster."
sit in the
Yeah.
bedroom in case I need something?"
It was 2 weeks ago, and she's like, called him. He came home from work to find some cords.
I didn't ask for that though. This is what happened. So me and Cora couldn't record our podcast because I couldn't charge my mics.
Okay.
And Brad had cleaned like the junk drawer spot where we put all of our junk. And that's where my cords were. So I asked him, I was like, "Hey, where are the cords? Like I really need them. I can't find them anywhere." I searched the house for like an hour already. And I was like, "Cora's supposed to be here any minute." And then he was like, "Oh, like they should be there." And he gave me 2 spots. And so I looked there and I was like, "I can't find them. They're not here. And I know that you had to touch them last." So I
She
was
even
like,
did this. She was like, "You had to have touched them last because I've been
Oh,
looking."
yeah. And so then Cora got there and I even texted her, "Hey, I can't find my mics. I don't know if we could do this." She showed up before she read the text. And I was like, "I'm so sorry. Like I don't know where they are and like we're not going to find them." And Brad came home without me asking and started looking.
angel.
And
Come on.
they ended up being where he said, but they were like hidden. There was like a box where we put all this stuff. They were hidden behind the box, like way, way, way out of sight. And so I was like, "There's no way I would have been able to find that." And then, but he kept on telling me, "I didn't touch them. I didn't touch them."
I think that was the first time I've ever seen him a little bit annoyed, but
He
he
was.
was like
Be-
really good at
because I think he
like,
was annoyed because he
putting a
told me
front
so
on?
many
I
times.
would have been raging.
Yeah, he told me so many times he didn't touch them,
Yeah.
but he did touch them. And so then I was like trying
Even
to.
if
He
you
did
were
touch them.
right,
He did.
you don't need to make him feel bad about it. When he is the greatest human being on earth, you're going to make him feel bad about that?
No, I was just.
When I hear
She was
you
stressing.
doing this, I feel like you're making him feel bad.
I do this when I'm excited, when I'm happy,
when you're losing
when
at
I'm losing.
Smash Bros.
Smash Bros. This
That's
is my
true.
move.
That's very
Carrie.
true.
I could be like doing anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't know why. I also snaps.
if
got
I
all those
didn't
things.
know how grateful you were and how lucky you are, then I'd sass you more. But you
No.
acknowledged it often.
I love
so
my
that's good.
husband. He's
Yes,
the best.
I love your husband too.
And like, yeah, he's so chill. He rarely gets grumpy, but when he does, I have to like be like, "Hey, like, sometimes gotta check yourself before you wreck yourself."
Okay.
And then
Really?
but then it's funny because I'm
Mhm.
literally a nut show, so like, it's like
Can you wait in the bedroom in case I need something?
yeah.
That's-
I literally said that to him today.
Oh, you
Love
know?
Brad.
That's how you know. That must be true love. If
Yeah.
you're willing to wait just in case something
Just
needs to
in
be done
case.
in that bedroom.
And he like he's had a week off And so he's just chilling. He's doing nothing today. So I was like, just help the sister out.
Except for watching the episode. So hi, Brad.
Hi. Actually, he said he went straight to Valley Village after I left.
Oh,
He was
that's
like getting in his
Drifting
car.
again.
He's addicted.
He's so good at it, though.
He's selling my stuff for me.
Of course he is.
I know.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
I was talking to my chiropractor today, who is friends with Brad, and he was telling his wife that Brad asked him to go golfing, and she's like, well, when did he ask you to go golfing? And he was like, at Valley Village, and she's like, oh, you guys just casually meet at Valley Village? You just like a coincidence? And he's like, well, it's not really a coincidence. The guy's there all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't get deals if you aren't, though. You don't find those little, treasures if you're not
He
there all
said
the
he
time.
found a Snoop Dogg shirt, and then she's like, "Oh, you should have got it for me." He went back there and got it for her.
Of course he
that
did.
day.
No, but
That's-
he's the only one that wears it. That's his shirt now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
But he did go back because I was like,
He
that's
deserves that
like
shirt.
the Snoop Dogg. I told him the Snoop Dogg shirts at the concert were so much money, and that's a concert shirt from the last time he was here. So I was like, you should honestly get it and keep it, and then eventually you could sell it again, probably for more
Flip
money.
it.
Yep.
So
I like that.
yeah,
Or
but
go,
yeah,
or
he
go
would
to the next concert and wear it.
that too. I like my Walmart Snoop Dogg shirt a lot.
Is that the
so-
one you wore here?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have a couple here.
I have 2 Snoop Dogg shirts.
course
Yeah,
you do.
I'm addicted.
I have a question for LB.
Yes.
Did you see the new Deadpool? Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh,
We
I'm
were
going
talking
tomorrow.
about it. We were talking about Ugly Kid Joel. I want to take him on a date, and we're going to go and watch it, I
It's
think.
so good.
Also, my Uncle Kev. Uncle Kev wants to go, so I might go and watch it twice.
Oh.
Uncle
My-
Kev doesn't have anybody to go to movies with. He is retired.
You
Brad
should go
was-
alone.
Yeah.
No.
It's
He's my
like the
bro.
best to
No.
go alone.
Yeah,
I've
Gary
done
would
it. It
get
is pretty
so much
awesome.
anxiety though. I feel no going yourself.
I went to one time in my life. I went to a movie by myself. I had my my partner wanted to go, and the last second she couldn't make it, and I was like, well, I'm gonna still go. And it was when the new theaters had the new seats and everything was awesome. You could order food, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do this myself. I don't care.
Good for you.
I'm gonna go for it.
I've
and I
never done
did.
it.
I went in, sat by myself, ordered a supper. It was great,
Yep.
and it was what movie was it? Oh, it was so good. With that girl, and she's got like the stabby leg. It's the Golden Circle. Kingsman, the Kingsman, the first Kingsman
Oh.
movie. It was so good.
They're on like the third
Samuel L.
one, aren't
Jackson,
they?
they're amazing. I watched
Yeah.
that third. I paid money here and rented it in the house, and it was worth it. So good.
I took Charlie to Deadpool, and I was like, oh, like he's my 7
Yeah, that I was gonna
It's
say.
pretty
that-
bad,
but
it's-
like,
it's not a kid's show.
Yeah.
it's
It's
not.
not.
So I'm sitting
If
there.
you know
and he-
Deadpool at all, Deadpool is
Do
not
you cover his
kid-friendly.
eyes or his ears at any
No,
point?
like, well, we rewatched the other Deadpools to prepare for this,
Oh.
and we started
Oh,
watching
jeez.
X-Men in chronicle order to get him prepared for it as well. So he's just been introduced to the X-Men.
Okay, but not X-Men '97 on Disney,
No.
which I've yet
I'm
to watch,
watching-
and then Ugly Kid Joel always gave me shit again for that.
Yeah, no, and so anyway, so he knows all about it. However, I probably shouldn't have took him to the theater because he was laughing at parts that were not funny.
Oh boy.
And he was talking during the movie and asked me questions. I was like, "Shh, this is a good part." You know, like-
all adults
How
are like,
full-
who brought this
how-
and
in?
I was like, I should pretend like I'm his like cool aunt that brought him.
How full was the theater?
It was full.
Auntie
Okay.
Cora says we're gonna stop talking now.
Hey nephew, did you think that was a good movie?
I'm gonna tell your mom if you keep acting
Yeah.
like this.
Speaking
That could
speaking
work.
of like how full the theater was, Brad actually thought that we wouldn't be able to see it for the first however long because he's like, I heard on the radio that it's like so packed, you're not gonna be able to get a ticket. And I was like, he's like, let's go Friday during the day. It's probably not too busy. I was like, why don't you just check Saturday? And none of the tickets had been bought yet, so I was like, there's still lots of seating. You can go.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
it
I
is
like
a
that.
thing.
Well, I think once they start filling up to a certain amount, they actually open up earlier shows. Me and Charlie went to the 10 o'clock show, and that one wasn't there the day before when I was looking
10,
at tickets.
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Obviously, I was
Oh,
thinking
wow.
the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to 6:50 tomorrow, so I'll text you and let you
You're
know how it
going.
goes.
That's exciting.
Anyway.
Yeah. Did your earpiece fall out again?
No, I'm just putting it in now.
Oh.
Again, shout out to Cassandra and the team over at Sound Hearing Impressions. I love these things so unbelievably much. Highly, highly recommend. My problem now, before the problem was falling out. Now my only problem is forgetting that it's in.
Oh, that's
That
a
could
good
be a
change.
commercial, yeah. Love our friends over at Sound Hearing Impressions as we get set to call it an episode. You mentioned the Twitch stream. You mentioned the Super Smash Bros. Are we going to stream today, or is this going to be an
Twitching?
off stream?
I would love to Twitch.
You want to actually get on it?
Like, she's going to be like this because
Yeah, I'll
she's
be
going
like-
to lose.
Yeah. No,
Shut
we
up,
know how
Cora.
she
You're gonna
acts.
lose so hard you have no idea what
We
you're
don't
doing.
even know.
Oh, I can't wait. We're twitching it. Everyone
Are
needs
we
to
going
twitch
to?
or fail.
Okay, so
twitching
we're
it, we're
going to
twitching it.
go from here over to Dufferin Avenue Media over on Twitch. And you can watch the whole squad get into some Super Smash Bros. As it's always a lot of fun. And with that, LB, what do you say we Frankie finger our way out of this bad boy? Beautiful. You guys going to play? We're going. Play away.
Oh.
Another incredible week here at the Dufferin Avenue Media Network. Shout out to all of our guests and friends who stop by throughout the week, including our Tuesday boys, the All Out Yanks podcast crew, Uncle Mike and his All Natural Products, and Matt from all the bands, as well as Wednesday. Our friend Adrian came by. Even with our Zoom not showing up, we still let him do some shout-outs. You can see your breath in Australia right now. That's what's going on there. It's kind of
Cold?
It's cold.
What?
Yeah. It's winter
winter
time
there.
Yeah.
Oh, duh. Okay.
Oh, as well, big thank you to my man Curtis Anderson, who's on the show yesterday. Oh no, I killed the fruit fly. I didn't want to kill him. I'm sorry, buddy. As well, sorry, that was weird. Noel, who is here all week, my sweet, beautiful brother. My nephews, Ben and Josh, were in the house. That was a lot of fun. To you two jabronis, the Past Our Bedtime podcast gals, thank you for stopping by to Network Ryan. Love you. Thank you for not yelling at me too much today. That's very appreciated. That's Brando, the CCO podcast crew. Love you guys. Ugly Kid Joel in the house here. Are you going to play some Smash Bros? Prairie Harm Reduction that lost their funding. So that's what Dead Ex-Girlfriends are playing for. And who else? And Green Wing. Be sure to check them out. It's for a good cause. And you know we talk about it all the time here. Do good things. You'll notice things will start going good for you. Very important. That's how we plan on changing the world. The Viewing Room.
Yes.
Debuting this Tuesday and then every Tuesday moving forward, starring our incredible producers, LB and La Dragon. You want to give them a hand? I don't know if they can give a hand for that.
I love that graphic that was made at the bottom there.
Royal Anders, who was here on Tuesday.
I
He is our
haven't
guy
seen
who
him.
makes all of the cool little graphics and all the website stuff. Thank you to him. We had a great stop by and a lovely visit to Kim, our friend Kim from Nickel Plumbing. She stopped by here this week as well. We love her and thank her for all that she does around here. There's so many people, man. This group continues to grow, and if we forgot you, I promise you, it wasn't on purpose. My brain is just broken. At about this time every week, the brain breaks, and then we say, all right, time to restart. So with that in mind, it is a long weekend. No working on Monday.
I work Monday.
Not for us.
Not me.
We'll see you on Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.